So this is a fun game. I'm here with three level 20s again, a little level 7. And this one turns out to be a really strange ending. So stick around to the end and you might just be surprised at the way this one finished. So let's go ahead and take a look at the board. We have 8 wheat, which looks like to me stands out as an important one. 2 4, the ore is on 4s, and then a 12. So getting on one of the 4 ore in connection with that 8 wheat seems like it'll be a good partnership. I decide to go ahead and pop on the 10 5 8. I may have done a little. I probably could have observed, seeing if the 3 sheep was a little bit better. That would give me my sheep right off the bat. However, I wanted to be able to get down to this brick relatively quickly. I wasn't sure I was going to be able to lock up brick with my second settlement. And once I got brick, then my plan is to head back up to that wood port. So purple steps in and they've got themselves a pretty decent setup for roads, low on wheat, but an expansion possibility to get the 10 3-1 wheat, but they're competing with Gray to beat that spot. Gray takes the 5-4-11 with their second spot, so they do a very common move I've seen more often than not is to partner up their wood and brick with the same numbers. Pretty much I see when somebody's eyeing the board, they've got a plan to, if they're going to get wood with one number, they're going to go ahead and get brick with that same number. It's very good offensive strategy, and I've seen it work out to good strengths. So with that in mind, I planned to place on another wood. That was part of why I liked my initial settlement, because it gave me a lot of flexibility. I could go on brick if I wanted to. I could, what I liked about this position, this particular spot, is it locks up some ore and a little bit of sheep. And the only thing I'm lacking is brick, which I'm headed to as well. And I went away from the 3-1 port because I have learned, like I said, that people really dig the 6 wood, 6 brick combo, and I foresaw that green was going to go ahead and jump on that same spot. So the game starts. I don't like my beginning position right now. Gray decided to contest and head up to that wheat expansion then on the 8-3 at the very top of the island, and if they beat me there, that is a huge issue to my game. It blocks me from connecting my roads, and potentially they could even stop me from getting that wood port. So I see them off the bat as someone that I'm going to be fighting with. They first go down to the 10 3-1 port, so Chevalier looks to be they're trying to lock up the 3-1 port and not compete with purple. So Robert gets rolled a number of times, and funny enough, we're all kind of, I'm trying to figure out where to put it right now. I know I want to take from Chevalier. One, I'm pretty sure he has brick still in his hand, if I was counting correctly. But I didn't pull it. But I did get something to give me a development card. And I'm okay buying a development card at this stage, because I don't think I'm going to be getting ore and wheat enough to build a city. I already have 4 woods in my hand that I don't want to try and wait to get a city holding so many cards that I'm likely to lose it. So I go ahead and decide to act, knowing that I'm not going to get a trade for my wood. buying a development card at the early stage of the games sometimes is a game changer. If you pull something like a road building, or if you're plenty early on, can really, I find that getting lucky with development cards at the early stages, it can definitely foil other people's plans and allow you to do some big moves. So the other thing is my 5 wood has been blocked multiple times, so having a knight is not a bad thing to allow that to get covered. Chevalier gets a little annoyed that he's been taken from so many times, but what does he expect if he's going to be contesting me by going upwards, contesting purple by going downwards, and green is right in the middle of him too, so pretty much he's in the mix with everybody. He should be expected to get attacked, although I did listen to him and I decided to take from somebody else, share the love just a little bit, and of course a 5 is rolled and he gets an automatic road. So let's see if I can get a brick here. Of course, wood is not that valuable on this board, so I decided to go ahead and show that I'm willing to trade, but I was pretty sure I was not going to receive and have someone accept that offer. So we've all built one road except for purple, who hasn't had a good go of cards yet. And let's see, Chevalier is looking for wheat, which I should have. I'm on my 8 wheat, but I do have. No, he's giving wheat. I would like to have wheat, but I don't have anything to offer. Looking to trade brick. Chevalier has 8 cards. He's looking to do something. He's not going to pass, that's for sure. He'll do something so he doesn't risk losing all his cards. He's been stolen from so many times, and 7 has already hit so many times, so I suspect he is going to do something. A brick and a wood for 2 ore. Wow. Oh, he's trying to get a city right off the bat. Let's see if anybody's willing to do it. There have been a number of 4s rolled. So if green gets to their expansion, they're going to have matching 4s with ore. They still have low wheat. Not just low wheat, but no wheat. Oh no, they do have, sorry, an 11 wheat. Down at the bottom left there. 8 is rolled. There's my wheat. So actually, right now at this point, I'm eyeing, hey, maybe I can just go ahead and build a city. I wasn't expecting to build a city at this point, but gray already solidified their 3-1 port. So if I build a city, I won't feel like I'm that far ahead, because I don't have a port and I may not be extremely targeted as of yet. Somebody looking to trade wheat. I would like the wheat, but I can't give up anything. Let's see. So green is about to get kicked out. So you'll notice that these coordinated bricks and woods, I find that it really is a powerful strategy, and I've seen it work so well to many effects over and over again. Let's see. See if I can get a trade. I was willing to give up an ore for a wooden sheep, just in case I can sneak over here and get a brick. I know Chevalier has close to a city, but they may be looking to hook me up with a brick, which I can't get a brick at this point. So the trade works out to my benefit for now, giving me a much needed brick spot, which makes me feel like, okay, now I should be able to slide over and get that wood port. And that will be next on my action list. Chevalier builds 7. Let's see if he comes after me or if he goes after retaliation on any of the other players. I'm the only other player that has built a settlement, and he decides to get retaliation on purple. So he's really screwed purple over. He took purple's main first expansion, and purple's about to lose their second expansion up where the 429 are. Maybe Chevalier was looking for a specific resource. I'm not sure. He might have already had it, but that just gave him a city. So he's very dangerous at this point and should be the one to be attacked. He's got coordinated 5s. He's got decent wheat. He's already got his 3-to-1 port. So as long as I get some rolls, my next play is to block him from competing with me into that 8-3 area. So I'd like to build 2 roads where the 8 and 5 and 3 are, and then up to the very north spot where the 8 and 3 are. If I can build those, then I'll block him out of connecting that area. 5 is rolled. Chevalier is collecting some bricks. Okay, I have a brick now. Good. So all I need is one more brick, and I can block him. Let me see. But green is looking to get one of my bricks, and they trade for through Chevalier to get a brick. Now, if anyone, maybe Chevalier needs a. So what I need to do is I have one road in hand. Let's see what Chevalier does. I want to be able to build 2 roads. I didn't want to waste one road, and he blocks it. He steals. Buys a development card. So that's good for me. So all I need to do is get one more brick, or something I can trade for a brick. 8 is rolled, finally giving me wheat. 9 would be great. 6 is rolled instead, so I'm so close. What can I offer that somebody might want? I'm going to offer my most valuable resource, which is my wheat. See if anyone is biting. No, they are not. I don't want to use my wood and brick and show that I'm trying to block gray. So instead, I decide maybe I can discourage him from going there by taking this 3-to-1 port. Got some ores. Chevalier's got 2 ores. I'm eyeing what he has. Another ore is rolled. Knight is played, and they block the ore one play too late. Steals from Chevalier again, which is the right play. 10. 10 is wheat for Chevalier. Okay, so now I'm really close. I need to get a brick for one of my other cards, and I can block him. Let's see if anybody was even willing to give a brick yet. purple's deciding. So purple decides to give me a brick. I wonder if I had offered an ore at that time, because that would have allowed me to create 2 roads instead. I like that I can build this settlement here. But unfortunately, it doesn't completely stop gray. I was hoping it would, because I know he would have built at that 8-3 if I didn't stop him first. So he plays his knight, steals from purple again. Man, purple's really just getting attacked. 5 again is rolled. Chevalier gets 2 woods and a brick, which they already had a brick. So now I need to try and sneak over. He's got 10 cards. What's he gonna do? Trades in 3 wheat for 1 brick. And sure enough, he's got 2 roads, which is exactly what I did not want him to do. Huge play for him. Now, decision time. How much do I have to risk in order to get that port? So what should I do here? Should I trade to try and sneak over and steal the port? He's got 10 cards. Likely he's going to be able to build. So I trade to get, let's see. I don't want to trade with Chevalier. Almost didn't even look at his trade. And I decide to go ahead and at this time build a city and essentially give up on that wood port. I suspect right here that Chevalier is going to build his settlement, and this is going to be tough to come back from. But it will make him the target for much of the game. However, I don't think we'll be able to stop him if he builds there. So he has 13 cards. He has to be able to. He has a 3-1 port. He has to be able to build his settlement right now. I think he looks at the fact that I have only 5 cards. I haven't shown any interest in the port. So instead, he decides to go ahead and build a city. He has enough for a city. He could have traded his ore in to give him what he needs for the port. Now he's trying to get brick. Doesn't get brick. Trades in 3 wheat for brick. And does he build his settlement? I'm waiting. He's got 6 cards. He's trying to figure it out. No, he does not. For whatever reason, he does not build a settlement. 7 is rolled. He gets blocked. All of us get blocked, and he gets stolen from. 9 is a good roll for me. I have a brick. 7 is a good roll too. I gotta go right at Chevalier. I steal another wood. Now here's my last chance. I could trade. I could start going to a new spot. But in my mind, my thought is I have to get this. I have to get this wood port or the game is over. 3 is rolled. That's a great roll for me. It gives me my needed sheep, and it doesn't give Chevalier anything. He's looking for wheat right now. Luckily, nobody's trading with him. He just traded in all his 3 wheat to get a brick. and he's unable to do it. 10 is rolled, and it's blocked for him, and it's open for me. This is getting me much, much closer. Unfortunately, purple needs wheat. I need wheat too, buddy. I can't do anything for you. I really would like to trade. I got to get what I need to cover up this wood port. So that's really my focus right now. In my mind, to me, right now, if I don't get that wood port, the game is essentially over. So I have a 6 wood. A 6 gives me 1 more wood. Is that enough to do what I need to do? Let's see if anybody will trade first. I do have a 3-to-1 port, so if I trade in 3 wood, I can get my 3rd brick, and if I trade in my 3 sheep, I actually have what I need to get my... Now what am I doing? Grab the wrong one. Bank. Yes, bank. There we go. And now I have what I need. Chevalier was blocked just enough. So by him building that city first and then 7's rolling, the game is now... It's not 100% guaranteed that Chevalier is going to win. He would have for sure been guaranteed to win if he got that spot. It's a little bit more open. I don't know that he expected it, but he did give me a well-played red. Again, I think seeing me as a number 7 on the Catan universe, a rank 7, makes people think that I may not see the game as much as some of the other people. But what I do hate is his 5s. Because right now every 5 is 2 roads. I have his wheat being blocked, but that was because I didn't want him to expand, so I need to block one of his 5s. Purple's trading with the AI, gives themselves another road. Purple has quickly fallen pretty far behind though. They take the longest road. It's not really a big deal at this time though. Chevalier, again, noticing that port will serve me well. Of course it will. That was my plan from the beginning, to get that port. And you tried to foil it, sneaking in. 12 rolls too many times. 9. So now, what is my decision? Unfortunately, gray has blocked my capability of connecting my long road there. I do want to keep... I want to be flexible to continue to get the longest road. So I decide to expand towards the south. And I wasn't sure if I was going to go ahead and compete with green on the 6-12. But I decided that maybe I'm going to be the target. And I'll go ahead and build one more road and not keep any cards in my hand. Because I already have my powerful port. If I can just keep the longest road, build a settlement, and start to buy development cards or build a city, then it's game over. So let's see. Chevalier, again, they just had a 5 rolled, so they definitely have 2 roads in hand. And they had a 9, so they have 2 sheep in hand. Missing wheat. Decides to trade 3 of his sheep for wood. And there goes 2, 3 roads. And he has 4. So that 5-5 strategy is definitely paying off. And he steals the longest road. And that's a detriment to my game. 10 is fantastic for me while it's still blocked for Chevalier. Green is looking for wheat, which I don't have. So now I have a decision. I need to get one more card, either an 8, a 5, a 3, a 6, a 10, or a 9. That will give me my settlement, and an 11 rolls. Of course. So on a board where I have the best wheat, up until this point, I literally have only had a few wheat come to me. And it's not because it's been blocked. So I don't know what to do here. I don't want the game to start falling away. But what I do notice is purple has 2 knights, and they don't have another development card. So if I'm unable to overtake the longest road from gray, I have a chance at getting the largest army. So I decided to go ahead and buy a knight at that time. To my advantage, it's a victory point, because what that means is now once I build my settlement on that 9, I'll have 5 settlements and 1 city, and I don't actually need to build another city in order to win. And I can just either take over longest road, or I can take over the knights. So this game's happening really quick, as purple has also faded out and turned into I can see I wrote, sure glad I built on that 8, because guess what, that 8 has never been rolled. My sarcasm. But actually Chevalier thought I was talking about my expansion, but I actually was not talking about the expansion. I do like the expansion. I always wanted that, but I was complaining that 8 has never even shown its face. Like, what's going on? So green is powering up their setup. They got 3 cities now, and they have another settlement. So they're sitting at 7 points. So they're becoming a threat. You sort of don't really pay attention to them because they're AI. They can cause some issues, but there goes 2 12s to give them 2 more ores. Odd as anything. And sure enough, Chevalier trades in and goes and decides to upgrade to another city. So now he's sitting at 8 points, 8 showing points, but he doesn't play a knight. So likely the card he drew is the same card as me, a victory point. So he's sitting at 9, although he has no cards. So now he has 2 cards, and they're 2 sheep, and a 2 is rolled. Green draws a development card. So greens had 2 12s and a 2 rolled, giving them 4 sheep and 2 ore. Much needed cards. So purple is fading, decided to, I guess, not get the negative results of this game. Maybe unplug themselves. I don't know what they did, but they're gone, knowing that they have no shot at winning. So I don't want to help green right now. They have a bunch of cards and they can do some good stuff. Green trades in for wood, and then they trade with purple to give themselves the road they need, looking to expand potentially. And I roll a 9, gives me another brick, giving Chevalier 2 more sheep, so now he has 4 sheep, and I'm sitting here with just one single road and then a brick and an ore. So, like I said, my plan is right now is either to it's ultimately to build a settlement. Oh, there goes an 8. I've been waiting for you all game. He's got 4 sheep. What does he do with it? He trades it in for wheat. So now he has a wheat and a sheep, because his wheat's been blocked forever. And what was just rolled? A 9, another 9. So 2 more sheep go to Chevalier. He's got 3 sheep, 1 wheat, sitting there with likely a point card. And purple does some trading with green. Doesn't do anything. 10 is rolled. It's still blocked for Chevalier, but that's a great roll for me. I'm getting closer to Chevalier complaining that his wheat's been blocked half the game. Not true at all. And so he plays a knight and steals, and he builds a road. Where is he going? And he took from me. Yes, I complained about that. He really just took from me. I guess Chevalier has 3 sheep and 1 wheat. So I have to trade. I have to trade for something I need. 6. 6 is rolled, which is huge for green. They get 2 roads and an extra brick. And I'm counting out roads right now. Can I take it from him? So Chevalier has 10. I only have 3 roads in hand. Do I contest with him right away or build first? I decide to build, and now I have 8. I can either buy a development card or I can contest with him the longest road. I decide that I want to contest longest road, because what that means is that Chevalier needs to waste his resources to try to maintain longest road rather than just focusing on building a city or buying development cards. Now he has to also maintain his longest road, considering that he's probably just trying to win it out with 1 quick roll. So 11 is rolled, meaning Chevalier has 3 wheat and 3 sheep in his hand. Now the ore comes. Now the 4 comes, and everybody gets ore. I only have a 4. And let's see, an 11 rolls. Chevalier green just got amazing rolls. And he builds a settlement, and another city. And what, just like that, he comes out of nowhere and builds in the most speedy comeback you'll ever see. The AI just boom, laid it down, and look at that. 8s, 3 8s rolled the entire game. That was pathetic. That's my wheat source. I was supposed to be the man that owned the wheat, and I could trade it with whoever. So what in the world just happened? I gotta watch that again in slow-mo. Purple rolls a 4. It's 4 ore go to green. He builds a city and passes. An 11 rolls. 2 more wheat goes to green. He builds a settlement. He builds a road. He builds another settlement. And in his hand, he still has, a city. Boom. Game. Although I had my chances in the end, what turned out to be my downfall was allowing Gray the opportunity to sneak up to the top area, even though I ultimately was able to beat him to the port, and that was due to him upgrading first. And so I got a little bit lucky, and I got some nice rolls that allowed me to sneak in and retake that port. That was the only way he wouldn't have won right off the bat. But allowing him to build his roads up there early on without pressing the issue was my detriment, because that would have allowed me to solidify longest road. And with longest road intact, This game should have been mine. At the very end, I was fighting to retake the longest road, and all because Gray had that one measly road blocking my connectability of my sections. Then I was unable to ultimately retake the longest road and steal a victory at the very end. I would have been close. I feel like if I got the right rolls over the next round, I still could potentially have had a shot of taking the victory back from Gray. But things didn't happen to work out, and the absolute craziest final rolls, and I would have never guessed that sitting right here, that green with, although they have 10 cards, they have 7 points, and really not the best setup. No chance to take largest army or longest road yet. Sometimes it's just the way it goes, and that's the fun of the game.